Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Srinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today we are going to talk about the Indian spices, the major 3 spices which you use in Indian food and the Ayurveda point of view about these spices and how these spices are so beneficial for enhancing our immunity and strengthening our immune system. Let's know about these spices and make use of it. Ayurveda contains the wealth of knowledge about health sciences. Accordingly, traditional foods and the Ayurveda and dietary guidelines has been explained in Ayurveda. There is so much similarity between the traditional health food of India and the Ayurvedic dietetics that we can call it as Ayurveda food. Most of the Indian traditional foods are also recognized as the functional foods because of the presence of functional elements in it. We all know all the knowledge of Indian science comes from 4 basic Vedas, that is Samveda, Yajurveda, Rigveda and Atharvaveda. And all these Vedas contains a lot of life and health related information which we can use in this modern times for enhancing our health. Various kinds of foods has been described in it, various kind of properties of grains has been described in it, and in this modern era we can use those qualities for our well-being and health. According to Ayurveda, if you want to remain healthy, the diet becomes most essential part of your life. Because Ayurveda believes once you eat food, it got digested and it got converted into rasa, that is called plasma, and then from rasa it is converted into blood, that is blood we all know, that is called rakt in Ayurveda, and successively it is converted into 7 other major tissues like ras, rakt, mas, med, asthi, majja, shukra. From one tissue level it converts into next tissue and then next and then next and then next. This way we have 7 layers of tissues according to Ayurveda, and how good quality food you are putting in, that decides how good health you will have about these tissues, because you know bone, whatever the bones are present in our body, that is also kind of tissue. The muscles that are present in our body, that are also muscular tissue. Everything, whatever is part of our body is first on tissue level, and how these tissue levels has been created. According to Ayurveda science, they says various kind of Dhatavagni, which is called elemental fire, that works on various kind of tissues, and this is how one tissue got converted into another tissue. So in cut short, if I would say how is your health is totally depend on how and what kind of food you are putting in. And Ayurveda science has included various spices to enhance our health and immunity. Let's see what are these spices. So most important spice which we use in our Indian cooking, that is turmeric. Actually in every household of India, most of people know, I can say 99.9% people use turmeric, and there are tremendous benefits of turmeric if you know how to use it properly. It is also been recommended in Ayurveda that overuse of spices is not good. Overuse of medicine is nowhere good. For example, if you need 1 tablet for certain disease and you are taking 4 tablets for the same disease at the same time, you will see your health will not become better by eating more of medicine. But your health will become better if you eat right kind of medicine at right time and at right dose. Dose of medicine is extremely important. So I have seen many people who say like turmeric is extremely good. They use 4, 5, 6 spoon in while preparation of food, just because they feel like turmeric is extremely good for health. This should not be done. For example, if you are cooking meal for 5 people, then half teaspoon of turmeric is more than enough. You need not to put turmeric more than that if you are using turmeric as a daily regime, so that if you want like daily medicine should go inside your stomach and it should work for use. So, when whatever you are cooking, if you are cooking some vegetable, then while in vegetable, when you like in Indian way of cooking, whenever we use oil, you can use either sunflower oil, coconut oil or groundnut oil or mustard oil. These are the oils which we use for cooking. Mostly in cold places we use mustard oil. In the hot places like South India, we mostly use coconut oil. So, it depends which region you belong to. Like from where I belong, it's a very cold place. So, we mostly use mustard oil. And if in your place, if sunflower grows more, you can also use sunflower oil. We do not use artificial oils, because artificial oils are considered not good for health, and these synthetic oil are extremely bad for health. So, whenever you use oil, please try to use oil of organic origin. Do not use oil in excessive quantities. If you use oil in a limited quantities, Ayurveda has specially mentioned it. If you are cooking meal for 5 people, you should not use oil more than 2 big spoons in a heating pan. So, that is even more than enough for 5 people meal, and it also depends on which kind of vegetable you are cooking and which kind of grain you are cooking, but that much oil is more than enough. Once the oil become enough hot, then switch off the gas, let it cool, and then you use little bit of turmeric into it. And this turmeric has extreme benefits if you use it as a daily regime, and this turmeric works on almost every system of your body, on your digestive system, on your nervous system, on your muscular system, everywhere. But the most important purpose of using turmeric is it is having anti-inflammatory action, which is the most beautiful action of turmeric. So, if you are using turmeric as a medicine, it will provide you tremendous health. So, in turmeric also, because turmeric is very hot in potency, so if you use turmeric in excess, then it will increase the heat in your system, and which is not very good for health. So, whenever you are using turmeric, use in a moderate quantities. You do not overuse it. Do not put 4-5 spoons in one time cooking. Do not do these things. Just use half teaspoon of turmeric. That is more than enough. Turmeric is also anti-cancerous, anti-diabetic, anti-inflammatory, and very good analgesic. So, if you are using turmeric as a medicine, it will yield tremendous benefits. Similarly, you can use coriander. Coriander is next most common herb that has been used in India for cooking. We use this coriander because it has tremendously good effect on your respiratory system, because it has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties which also decrease your mucus production. It will make your respiratory health strong, it will make your digestive fire better, so that the digestion of food will happen in a better way. In case of coriander also the same guidelines are there. Do not use excessive spices, because when you use excessive spices, these are very hot in potency. This coriander is also having anti-inflammatory properties, it has hepatoprotective properties, it has anti-diabetic properties. When I am saying it has anti-diabetic properties, that does not mean if you are a diabetic patient and you stop taking medicine and you start eating coriander. It is not like that, but definitely it acts as a preventive measure so that you do not land into diabetes. So, if you are using coriander, it is extremely good for your health in cooking as a medicine. But as I said, coriander is also hot in potency. So, if you use excessively coriander, if you use coriander powder or coriander in excess, it also generates a lot of heat in the system, and if there is a lot of heat in the system, you will not feel very pleasant. So, whenever using coriander, you also use not more than half teaspoon of coriander during your cooking. And the way of using coriander is again same like any oil whichever you using for cooking. You put heat oil, then use half teaspoon of coriander into it and roast it, and after that you put whatever vegetable you are cooking or whatever grain you are cooking or whatever pulse you are cooking into it, and after that you can cook it. Next most common spice which we are using is cumin. Cumin has also very good anti-inflammatory properties, and cumin has extremely important in digestive disorders. Many people have indigestion problem, many people have very less Jataragni, which is called digestive fire, like their digestion doesn't happen properly. To these my patients, I always recommend, please have little bit of cumin in your diet. If you are not using, you please use cumin, but at the same time you need to make sure you should not be allergic to any of these spices. Actually, turmeric is already anti-allergic, and this cumin also have seen anti-allergic properties, and also coriander also has anti-allergic properties, but still you have to see if your body have seen like you have allergy to certain spices, you should not use. It is not like you have to use all the 3 spices, but I recommend to use all these spices, all these 3 spices if you are not allergic to it, because they are extremely beneficial for your health. So in the same way, cumin should be used at the same way, like you should not use cumin more than half teaspoon, because it is also hot in potency, and if you use excessive cumin, then it can cause a lot of ushna or a lot of heat in the system, which is not so good for your health. Cumin is also used in various respiratory problems and asthma, and also in rheumatism and various anti-inflammatory disorders. So these 3 spices, coriander, cumin and turmeric, these are, you can say, these are the lifelines of India. Every household is using it, and but it is a pity, like knowledge of Ayurveda is now vanishing because a lot of modernization is coming, and most of the people, they don't know if they are using spices, how to use these spices, because some people are not using them at all and some people are using so excess. They don't know what are the moderate quantities of spices, how one should use. So like I said, if you are a 5 people family, half teaspoon of cumin, coriander and turmeric is more than enough. So if you are using it, you use it this way and enjoy the benefits of all these spices. All these spices, these are not only the properties which I have mentioned, they have many more properties in addition to this. A lot of research has been happened on all these 3 spices, and it has tremendous benefits. So like this time when we need immunity so much, and if you want to work towards enhancing your immunity, you can start using these 3 spices in your day-to-day cooking. And Ayurveda recommends always use freshly cooked meals to eat them before 3 hours of cooking, otherwise it will start reducing its nutrients. So these are the general guidelines which are being given in Ayurveda, and I think now all these guidelines are very clear to you, because in almost all our videos we are recommending, please have fruits and have some sprouts, and then use any cooked food, so that your body should not feel weak and you will feel energetic, healthy and full of immunity. So these spices are very beneficial to enhance your digestive fire, because I said these all spices are hot in potency. So if you are suffering from indigestion, if you are having dyspepsia, because cumin works very well in dyspepsia, like a lot of thirst, unnecessary thirst, which for the reason of thirst you do not know, a lot of this burps comes after food and you feel like something is not good. So if you are going through these kind of symptoms, these 3 spices will help you in a tremendous way. But at the same time, you make sure like how to use these spices. You can watch our YouTube, one of our video in which I am cooking these green grams, and then you can see how we are using and cooking all these 3 spices, and this will give you some idea about how we cook, how we do the traditional Ayurveda cooking in India. And with that way you can make use of these spices, and I am sure it will generate a lot of health for you. And at the same time, the most beautiful thing about these spices is these are not only spices, they are not only taste enhancers, but they will also provide you immunity, because they work on almost every system of your body, and they are very beneficial even for your uterus, even for your liver, for kidneys, for digestion, for pancreas, for cardiac ailments, and for everything. So you make use of these things, and these things are very easily available, but at the same time you need to make sure whenever you take any spice, it should be of organic origin. You should not take any spice which has adulterations in it, because many times this happens, like people just mix some powders and they say it's turmeric. So you need to smell it very properly, like it is of organic origin. That's your work to do. Like you need to find out like it should be of organic origin, and it is from the right source, because as this is true for all cases. Like if you are having medicine, you always need to see like it's coming from right source. If you are learning yoga, you need to see whether it's from right source or no. You need to see these things by yourself. Like this is true for food also. Even if you are buying or purchasing any food, you need to make sure like this food is coming from right source, whether it is organic origin or not, whether it contains a lot of chemicals. Because definitely if medicine is of not good, if medicine is formed of not good ingredients, it will not provide good effects in your body. Similar is the case with your spices. If these spices are not of organic origin, if these spices are not of good quality, they will not yield much health. So if you are using these spices, definitely it will be very, very beneficial for your health. In addition to that, one more spice which we use in India most commonly, that is garlic. And this garlic also, it is very hot in potency. But this garlic also you need not to use in excess. If you are using garlic, there are 4 or 5 twigs, these small pieces of garlic are more than enough for 5 people meal. This way we can use garlic as a medicine, because when you are using garlic, coriander or cumin or this turmeric, not in a medicine form, if you use excess of it, then what will happen, it will generate the ushna in the body, that is a lot of heat in the body, or because these are hot in potency. So when a lot of heat will be generated, it can lead to ulcers, unnecessary stomach pains, and then people, and a lot of acidity. These kind of things mostly happen to the person who is having pitta body type. And now before using spices, before using these spices, if you want to know like, oh, which body type I have, you please go to our YouTube channel. There is a video regarding dosha series. You check out your body type, and accordingly you should use spices. Like for kapha person, you can use spices. For vata person also you can use spices, but for pitta person you should use less spices. So these are the various guidelines that's been mentioned in Ayurveda for the betterment of the health, to to provide health to more and more people. And that is our mission also, that world become healthy and good immune system, strengthening bodies, so that nobody need to suffer, and they will be ready to fight against any disease. Today it is corona, maybe in coming times which disease will come. So if you have good immunity, if you have good strength, then your system, your body will fight against that infection in a much better way. So with this note, that's all for today. And if you have any questions, if you have any queries, you please write down to us. We will try our best to answer your questions in the best possible way. Either you can write to me, or you can also personally write to Eustace, or either to me. So whatever is convenient to you, you can write to us, and we will try our best to answer your queries, your questions in the best possible way, to the best of our knowledge. And thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Take care.